Good evening there, everybody. What is happening? Hopefully, y'all are having a wonderful day today. So, I thought that I would keep this video short and simple. I'm sorry I haven't done as many boxing videos as of late. There just isn't that much to do in the month of January and also December. So, I've been a little bit laxed as of late doing the videos on boxing. But I do come out with football videos here and there, so I don't know if you all are interested in that. Go ahead and check that out. But I'll be doing more boxing and fighting videos, in the month of February for sure, and probably starting now anyway. But so I thought that we would talk about this because I've been hearing this news for a little bit now that Deontay Wilder might possibly face Charles Martin next. And I just sit back and laugh because I've been telling these people for such a long time, and I've had these Deontay Wilder fanboys on my ass for I don't know how long. And they've said, oh, everyone's ducking Deontay Wilder. You don't know what you're talking about. And I keep trying to tell these people that Deontay does not have an elite resume. He has never had that elite of a resume. And out of all the people that he has fought, they're not usually top 10. And what responses do I get? Oh, you're lying. You don't know what you're talking about. The opponents that he fought were usually top 10. They might have been top 10 ranked by the WBC. And a certain amount of people overall responded with, well, that's the people that are ranked. What are you talking about? Why are you criticizing him for that? The reason why I give a criticism is because there's a certain amount of people that can be top 10 ranked by a certain belt. When we take a look at Gennady Golovkin's last fight, for example, that fighter probably was top 10 ranked by the IBF. Is that last opponent that Gennady Golovkin fought an elite opponent? I'll just ask you guys that. No, of course not. You can have an opponent top 10 ranked by the WBC. That does not mean that they're an elite opponent. And that's my problem. Charles Martin might be top 10 ranked somewhere. Charles Martin is not an elite opponent. And out of all the top contenders that he could have fought, this dude picked someone that I'm not even sure if is within the top 15 right now. Like, that's how bad it is. And this is what I mean. The majority of Deontay Wilder's title defenses, the majority overall of his fights have not been against top-notch competition. And I've had people get on my ass about this. Charles Martin, remember, this was the same dude that was an alleged bum when Anthony Joshua fought him. I wonder what the Deontay Wilder fan base is going to say. I have no problem if you're going to call him a bum when he fights Anthony Joshua, but you better keep that same energy when he fights Deontay Wilder, because Charles Martin is not that great of a fighter. He beat Gerald Washington, but we've already seen how great Gerald Washington is. It is what it is. But once again, I just sit back and laugh because I've been telling these Deontay Wilder fans for the longest time. He's never been serious about facing these top contenders. Out of all the ones that he possibly could have faced next, this is the man overall that he decides to face next. It is what it is. Wouldn't want to fight Dillian White when Dillian White was calling him out for those certain amount of years. But he'll fight Charles Martin. You know what I'm saying? But yet none of the LDBC, none of the new media channels give this any criticism. Nothing. Once again, it is what it is. But, listen, what I will say is this. I don't necessarily mind this completely because Deontay Wilder, the way that he did get his ass whooped against Tyson Fury, I do think that he does need a tune-up fight. So if you want to make that excuse overall, okay, that's fine. But don't come to me and say that Deontay Wilder overall is always looking for the top competitors and that overall he has this great resume, this better resume than you think. No, he doesn't. Charles Martin is another example of this. Charles Martin is not an elite fighter. Eric Molina was not an elite fighter. Archer Spilska was not an elite fighter. All right, Bermain Stavern really was not that elite of a fighter. Luis Ortiz was a very good fighter. I'll give him Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz was a very, very, very good fighter who still remains in the top 10 to this day, even with his age. Luis Ortiz is a real deal fighter, but besides that, he does not have any other big wins in his career, besides maybe Bermain Stavern. And Bermain Stavern is really not that great of a fighter either. Chris Uriol is another one that wasn't really that great of a fighter. Johan Duapas was not really that great of a fighter. This is what I mean. There's a consistency and a pattern with Deontay Wilder. And once again, I've already said this. He is one of the more protected fighters probably in history. It is what it is. And a certain amount of people overall ain't going to like that, but that's the bottom line. I just thought that I would talk about this because also I'm going to get back on the boxing videos. But when it comes down to it, I've been telling people this for so long. Deontay is not serious about facing these top competitors, man. He's not serious about facing these guys. So I got that out of the way. I just thought that I would make a quick video on that. that's really about it overall. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, should be interesting. Let's see if Deontay and Tyson Fury do the trilogy, because I'm not necessarily sure what's going on with those negotiations right now. I don't really know, but it sounds like they might be moving past him, so we'll see what happens. And if he does face Charles Martin, then he does. We'll see. And we most likely know how that's going to go down. But, you know, it is what it is. Anyways, that's really about it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll let you guys know overall when the next video comes out. I might talk about the Alexander Povetkin and Dillian White rematch that'll happen in March, because that fight is a very intriguing rematch. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, that's really about it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I also will be coming out with the Kamaru Usman versus Gilbert Burns prediction video soon, because those two guys are very great fighters in the UFC right now. Check that out. And overall, I'll talk to you guys later.